You might have seen what was announced yesterday, and this is the post that makes me really sad. Because yesterday, the model that definitely wasn't announced last week, Arios, Ultramarines 6th Company, which stars Ferran Arios, a newly appointed captain of the 6th Company. And it's a cool model, really stunning. I love all the details on him. I love the backpack. And he's obviously the star of Master of Rights, and he's part of the Dawn of Fire series, obviously. And what's interesting, or what arguably one of the best things about it, it's the first named black character, which is really cool. Really, really cool, you know? Something that, as a white guy, I take for granted, is every named character for Space Marines is a white dude. What's really exciting about it, this is the first named black character miniature. You know, obviously it's been part of the Dawn of Fire series. It's a really nice model, but yeah, also it's the first named black character, which is obviously really great. Really, really great. We spoke a lot about representation the other day, and having a miniature that is like, it is like an actual named character that is a black guy, which is really cool. You know? And one of the people who is extremely excited is my good friend Josh, or Omegon Edge, and he posted this video.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? They actually did it! Yes, bro! Finally! Finally! Oh my days! Can you be finally a black named character with a model? The first time! Finally! Oh my gosh. This is exactly what I mean. This is how it feels. This is what it feels like to be represented in your favorite hobby, man. Come on! 41 years, bro! 41 years! But they did it. A named Space Marine character who's freaking black. Finally, bruv. So happy. So happy. This is awesome.
If that little clip doesn't fill you with joy, I don't know what will. Because it does me. Because it just makes me really happy that he's really happy. You know what I mean? We love Josh. He's one of the nicest people I've honestly ever met. Like, not just like, oh, he's the nicest person in Warhammer. He's like one of the nicest people I've ever met. I can sit here and take it for granted that all the Space Marines are white dudes. You know what I mean? I can take it for granted because I'm a white dude. It's just like, it's how it is. You know what I mean? That's how it's always been. But for someone like Josh, this is wildly important, and I'm really happy that he's happy about it. It's really good for him, you know what I mean? It's like, one, it's a really cool looking character. It's a really, really nice model. And two, you know, one of the things that I take for granted is now being fixed for people like Josh, you know what I mean? It's like, it's important to him to have that, and I'm really happy that it's happened, and I'm really glad it's a really nice model, and I'm really glad that he, you know, it's like he's showing representation. Like I always say with Games Workshop, is that they are quite a progressive company. You know, they sometimes it feels like they're a little slow. You know what I mean? Sometimes it feels they're like a little slow to the mark. However, I'd rather them be slow and steady than not at all. You know what I mean? Like, 41 years to release a character that isn't a Space Marine character that isn't a white guy is like a long time. However, at least they're moving in the right direction. And the thing is with it is people might be sat there and they'll be like, why is this important? And you got to remember, if you're thinking, why is this important? Maybe it's because it's not aimed at you and that's why you don't realize, you know what I mean? Kind of like that. You've got to remember that. It's like, if you think, oh, this is stupid, I don't care, why does it matter? Maybe that's because it's not aimed towards you, you know? It's not for you in that instance. You can go and enjoy the miniature, but the reason and the gravity of that miniature existing might not be directed at you specifically. But before I get into the negative, I'll continue with the positive, with what Josh says about it, you know? So Josh says, finally, I imagine you guys would probably know I'd pop up when I saw this. Yes, it's a celebration, which maybe to many isn't a big deal, but those of you who know, this is mega. Now, Warhammer's been around for about 40 years, and this is the first time Space Marine named character, but the model has been black. Now, I'm not even going to respond to the Salamander's comments, because then you've already missed the point, but this is huge. There's someone in the background who can look at and say, wow, this character's cool. I wish there was a model. Bang, finally one's been made. Better late than never, just those things are moving forwards. Thanks to the kind message upon invite. It's not a win for me, but for a hobby as a whole. Now I understand the Beam miniatures felt when Cathay got released. It's not to be taken for granted. Much love, Legionnaires. And then shout out to the team who designed it. So obviously there's a little bit in there in the middle that is like, what does this mean? You know what I mean? And I think this character, this model, kind of shows that there's still work to be done in the Warhammer community, sadly. Because a lot of the comments are really positive. So cool about time. This is very cool about time. So bro is here we go. Found them. I wasn't sure if he deleted them or not. So bro is celebrating over a character that has already been in the game before, but all they did was just add a head, which you could paint as white dude or black dude. Bro celebrating like salamanders aren't literally black. But it's just shit like this that just shows you that like there just needs more work. More work is needed to be done. You know what I mean? Because like salamanders aren't black due to ethnicity. Their skin is bed. You know what I mean? It's onyx. Yeah, it's salamander skin isn't black due to ethnicity. It's because it's fucking bed because they live in lava, basically. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, there's more comments. It's just not, it's saving me. This little loading widget is saving me from the fucking shit. But essentially, there's loads of like comments that are like bad or slightly racist or just like antagonizing for no reason. Just because they're like, well, salamanders are a thing. And it's like, well, no, that's not the point. That's not the point being made here, right? Not to be funny, like a white guy can be a salamander, you know what I mean? And then eventually his skin will go black because of the gene seed, because of the process. It's not like, oh, it's not due to ethnicity or anything like that. It's just their skin is onyx, you know what I mean? They're not the same. In literal sense, they are black, but in terms of they're just mostly black. It's just not really. They've never been. People saying that like salamanders are black is like because they've watched text to speech and he's got a funny accent. You know what I mean? Isn't the animated salamander from Warhammer Plus Asian? I think so, actually. You know, I think that might be correct, actually. Yeah. They even make a counter-racist joke about sizing TTS. Yeah, but that'll go over people's head. They'll just be like, haha, Vulcan has like a very strong African accent. So he's clearly black. You know what I mean? People have no media literacy, don't forget. It's just a character that's already in the game. They decided to head paint as a black character. How is this a guy already in the game? Obviously, people met white South Africans and think they only need an accent, you know? I just can't imagine wasting my energy responding to someone's Insta post to say, no, fuck you for being happy. Yeah, literally. If this guy knew anything about his favorite hobby, he would know this isn't possible. This guy is trying to imply that Space Marine, it's impossible for Space Marines to be black. They may only be white. You know what I mean? What a horrible, disgusting human. I remember when I built my World Eater army for Horus Heresy launch and painted about half of my helmetless heads with a darker skin tone. People went crazy and thought GW mandated it. People are just fucking psychotic. They believe anything. It's so crazy. People like that. They're just like so in the weeds and they just believe anything that they read. You know what I mean? And they just make it up in their head. Mikey is the Padawire, but out of shape nerds hunting down maggots in the comment section. I don't know who Padawire is, but yeah, sure. This is impossible in our made-up universe, and it's not even true. The comment isn't true, but in our made-up universe, it's not possible. Lots of really nice comments, which is good, but I was looking at some awful comments yesterday. Zero testosterone, bruh. I'm gonna paint him white, smiley face. Stepper Mini is just racist. Posting racially charged hate towards someone who's happy for a black character. It's just sad, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's just like, no matter what, that whilst there's all of these really nice comments, obviously, there's so many dog shit ones. Salamanders ? Just fucking doesn't get it. Dude, you can't message me. What is this? I thought that was someone's ass. I thought that was someone's ass. You said. I realized it was a guy's face. No matter what you do, no matter like how much it doesn't affect anyone in the slightest, really. People will just be fucking racist no matter what. You know what I mean? It's just something so simple. A guy enjoying the fact that there's a fucking guy, like a Space Marine painted black, and it's just like, he's now a named character. And it's just like, people just being racist, and it's just sad every time. And it just feels like inescapable. That's the problem. It feels like that sort of sentiment to be fucking racist and a cunt to people for being happy about something. Because like I said, Josh's video, it just fills you with joy. It's so cute. And it's just like, I say cute, he's a fucking guy same age as me, which I think is weird to say, but it's just such a nice little video. And he's excited and he's happy about it. And ultimately, it changes nothing about anyone's life but him. You know what I mean? Or like, you know, like people who, let me rephrase that. It changes nothing about my life, and it changes nothing about a lot of people's lives, but it's important to certain people, and that's what matters to me. Because I'm always like, if someone else can be happy, let's do it. You know what I mean? And it's just like basic human empathy is just fucking... Basic human empathy is so rare, and that's what makes me sad, you know? It just... That's what makes me sad now, I think. Just let someone else be happy. Stop being a fucking racist. Josh is also one of the nicest people I've met in the Warhammer creator community. No offense, Maggie, you're alright too. Thanks, P. I did say Josh is the nicest person. I'm one of the nicest people I've met, not just in Warhammer. So, what up to you? What up to you, bro? He's one of the nicest people I've ever met. It takes more effort to be racist prick than it to be nice and compassionate about someone. Yeah, literally. And even then, like, to be nice and compassionate, you like the thing will scroll on. You don't have to say anything. Even if you do have horrible thoughts in your head, the fact that you think it's okay to go out and say them makes me sick. I don't know anyone outside the Warhammer community said checkmate. Fucking got me there, bro. Got me there. Basic human empathy doesn't exist in comment sections. It's a sad but true fact. Yeah, Joe. Thanks, mate. Thanks for bringing the mood down. What's this, Stewie?
I have Daniel, my Queen Spiegel, looking like an absolute snack. But if you listen closely, you can hear the pitter-patter of the insecure Maguitos in the comment section. Let's see the comments. This is your chubby. Wow, to leave a comment like that, you must be in absolutely great shape. Let's see your mallet.
Yeah, it's very that. It's very that.
Fuck off, you fat pig.
Caleb, look at her pathetic deadlift form. Back all rounded over. What a stupid... Let's see you, Caleb. My first Father's Day. Why didn't you say so, Caleb? Happy Father's Day, you cunt. Happy Father's Day. You cunt.
I've never seen that guy before. That was really fun. I like him. He's great. He's so good. Has he done more?
Little guy sleeps with a 15-year-old girl. Terrible. Right? We went to
Chat, I just clicked on the first one, okay?
100 years. 40-year-old guy sleeps with a 15-year-old girl. 100% normal. Right? How is it trauma now and not trauma then? So if it's traumatic in one instance and not traumatic in another, then it means that we can basically change the cultural narrative that we're ascribing to our context and make it not traumatic, which means it didn't matter. Which means the only thing that matters is that you chose to make it meaningful.
Okay, Alex, having conversations about trying to justify sleeping with kids is called weird, and it makes you a nonce. Closer, cunt.
Little guy sleeps with a...
Fuck me, right, okay, I follow this guy. He's great. He's good. He's good. What a fucking psychopath. What a fucking... What have you made me watch? Ah! Let me out! Let me out! Oh, fucking hell. I'm traumatized by his logic. Fucking hell, dude. Oh, my lord.